Hey Canucks fans, the Vancouver Canucks have been defeated by the Nashville Predators 3-2 at Rogers Arena on Diwali night. I was there with my son Sean. Great to spend some quality time with him. Not great to see yet another Canucks loss. The Canucks fall to 4-6-1. That's only 9 points in 11 games. Let's talk about what I liked, what I didn't like, and one other thing. What I liked, believe it or not, I did like a couple things about the Canucks game. Their 5-on-5 play was actually pretty good. They're the better team once again. 5-on-5. They're better than the Predators, just like they were better than the Rangers on Tuesday night on 5-on-5. But obviously, there's more to the game than simply even strength play. But overall, 5-on-5, the Canucks looked good, especially in the second period. The Canucks came out with a lot of jump in that second period, and they had a 2-1 lead briefly before Nashville stormed back to overtake them and not give up the lead after that. I like the play of Nils Höglander. He got the Canucks' second goal on a really patient play, taking the puck in the slot, deking around Saros and tucking it in. Actually, kind of similar to Besser's goal. Besser's goal came more from the side of the net, but he did the same thing. He outweighted Saros. So both times, both Canucks goals were kind of similar in that skilled Canucks forward, Besser or Höglander, made an extra move, went around Saros, and then tucked it in, passed him into the empty net. And those were good. But Höglander in particular, just looking at stat line now, he had a goal. He was a +1. He had 2 penalty minutes, 5 shots on goal, and 1 hit in 17 minutes of ice time. So I thought that Höglander was probably the most noticeable Canucks forward today. On D, I actually thought that Travis Hamonic was pretty good. In only his second game, he was actually solid. Played 17 minutes, had a shot, had a block, had a hit, I believe. Yeah, he had one of each. Oh, no. Yeah, one shot, only one hit. I was surprised. I thought he had more than that. And then no blocks. But overall, I was actually impressed with Hamonic's skating, his conditioning, and he was also able to draw a penalty or two on Nashville with his decent, he's never going to be the fastest skater, but he's a smart player, a veteran player, and I thought that he had a good game as well. Thatcher Demko, even though he gave up 3, say 2 of them weren't really his fault. Making 25 saves on 28 shots. Yes, that's under 900 save percentage, but it could have been a lot worse without Thatcher Demko. So I don't think there's been one game where I haven't mentioned Demko's play in the what I like section. So let's go with Höglander, let's go with Hamonic, let's go with Demko, and let's go with the overall 5-on-5 play. What I didn't like, well, contrast the 5-on-5 play with special teams. Brutal. The Canucks went 1 for 3 on the penalty kill and went 0 for 5 or 0 for 6 on the power play. It was 0 for 5. It felt like 0 for 25. But yes, so they only killed off one of the 3 Nashville power plays, so that's 33%. And then they went 0 for 5, 0%. So that's a CCSTS, Clay's cumulative special team stat of 33%. You need that over 100 to be better than average team. Yeah, that's not good. So let's talk about each. On the penalty kill, yes, the Predators have some talented players. The first one was a one-timer from Yossi from the point that opened the scoring. I'm not sure if that got tipped on the way to the net, but I'm pretty sure Demko didn't see it, because usually when Demko sees it, he can stop it. So that was unfortunate. And then the other power play goal by Nashville, I think it was Hamonic and Pullman. Hamonic got deked, and Pullman he went down to block the pass, but he missed it. And then it was wide open for the Nashville Predators player, and Tomasino. And that one's tough. Pullman's got to stop. You can't expect Bailey to come. Well, maybe Bailey was at fault a little bit too for not coming down and checking Tomasino. But if you go down, you got to block that pass. You absolutely have to. It can't get through you. And it did. It didn't really give Demko much of a shot. On the other side, the power play, I thought Ekman-Larsson struggled. They moved Ekman-Larsson to the first power play unit, and I thought it was even less dangerous than when Hughes is on there. At least Hughes creates. I thought by the time the Canucks take so long to get in the zone, they take so long to get set up, and they're simply not creative. I watched Nashville's power play. Once a forward passes it to a defenseman, the forward will come up, curl, and then will skate right through the middle and at least create traffic, at least create some movement, at least create diversion, at least create an opportunity, at least create a passing, something, anything. But the Canucks don't do it. They have 5 guys standing still. PD's on that side, Besser or Garland's or Miller's on that side, Hughes or Ekman-Larsson at the top, some combination of Pearson and Horvat and Höglander or Chason's in the middle. But 0 for 5 didn't cut it. And they got some really good timely power play opportunities and didn't do well. So I thought the power play was bad overall. I'm not blaming Ekman-Larsson, but I think Travis Green is overthinking things. I think he's overcoaching, because let Hughes be on that first power play unit and let him just kind of run with it and at least create, given his skill. Speaking of power play, Chason, absolutely useless tonight. He gave up the puck 3 times, I counted, on power play opportunities. So I thought Chason was bad. I don't know how long, with guys like Highmore and Mott and Dowling all ready to come back. I think Chason's days in the lineup indeed are truly numbered. You can put puck holes in on that power play unit and he would do just as well as Chason. So not happy with the special teams at all. So that's, and I don't think anyone, actually, now that I think about it, I didn't think that Tyler Myers had a good game today. He was giving the puck away a lot. That's I noticed. Poolman wasn't great. A couple times Poolman found himself in front of the net or even behind the net in the offensive zone, so that was a little bit strange. Forwards wise, I don't think anyone played poorly. I think PD had flashes, but he also struggled a little bit too. I also think Horvat was okay, but he didn't. He had a couple chances to bury pucks and he didn't do that. It's weird. Dickinson only got 10.5 minutes of ice time, so that's interesting to me. And the Canucks face-off percentage, brutal. Only 41%. Miller at 40, Dickinson at 29, Horvat at 50, Lamico at 67, so he probably went only 2 for 3. And I'm just looking I know PD, every time I looked up, he was losing a face-off as well. Yeah, PD went 0% on the face-off, so I don't know how many he took, but that means he didn't win any of them, which is pretty bad, at least 3 or 4 by my count. So a lot of things not to like about tonight's loss. That's not a team that we should be losing to, and maybe that's kind of bleeding into the one other thing. Well, we'll go with 2 other things. So one other thing is, and my son Sean kept saying it to me, and I agree with him, that's not a team we should be losing to. The Canucks have had a pretty easy schedule so far. You could say Edmonton and the Rangers, who they actually beat, have been the only real tough teams. But we've had games against Detroit, Buffalo, Seattle, Philly twice, Anaheim's coming up tonight against Nashville. So there haven't been the strongest team so far. Minnesota, the Canucks got to be. Actually, Minnesota's okay too. So I say Minnesota, Minnesota, and Edmonton, and the Rangers have been the tougher teams. But this is a team that we should beat. They're a bubble team just like us, and it's disappointing that we did not win. So that's the first thing. We got to start winning some of these games that we're supposed to win. And number 2, one other thing, a good thing. Thought the Canucks did a really good job with Diwali night, Festival of Lights, very bright. Although the yellow warm-up jerseys were the same as Predators colors, so anyone who bought one, it looked like they're cheering for the Predators, but that's okay. But I thought the Canucks game presentation team did a really good job with Diwali night, from everything from the anthem to the dancers to the singers. I thought it was a pretty fun night overall. Also, got to meet some pretty cool people. Got to catch up with my ticket rep. Got to meet Elon, the hype team host, the in-arena host. One of them, I thought he was really good. And I got to meet Nicole, visiting all the way from Toronto. And I met a lot of other people as well. Sorry if I can't remember everyone's names. But yes, it's kind of fun to do that. At least brings a smile to my face, something positive about tonight as well. Always love what we're doing with as we're trying to build this Canucks community. So what I liked, 5-on-5 play, Hoglander, Hamonic, and Demko. What I didn't like, special teams, including Ekman-Larsson's game, including Chason's game. Didn't like Myers' game either. All those things. Face-offs were brutal. And 1 or 2 other things. We got to be winning these games against teams that we should be able to beat. And then I thought the Canucks did a good job with Diwali night overall. So, Canucks fans, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. And one other thing, don't forget, if you enter all entries in October, November, gonna throw you into a draw to win a $50 gift certificate from VanBase at the end of November. So make sure you leave a comment below with what you like, what you didn't like, and one other thing. And as well, don't forget my Instagram giveaway ends on Sunday at noon. So make sure you go over to my Instagram at Clayton Nemo, my full name, and then look up the details of the 8K giveaway there. Shout out to my hero members, nucksfan number 29, Justin Credible, Lucas Gates, and Andrew Chang. And to my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, Carol Bovenlander, and HSM Fangirl Gaming. Thanks for your support, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You're listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or in my videos on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. As we look at the weekend, ask me anything tomorrow, and then my next live stream on Sunday night after the Dallas Stars game. If I'm going to that game, I'll have to bump it a little bit later, but we'll figure that out on Sunday. Subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. Become a member of this channel if you'd like to. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to. What you liked, what you didn't like, and one other thing. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great night. God bless, and go Canucks go.